it's me. Hello from the sky side. It's 2.5. Actually, are we on 2.5 still? I don't even know. What's new? No, I guess it's just 2.5. Okay, so there is actually a 2.5.2 out right now, which is kind of a different thing. But anyways, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Sky Factory 2.5, where I am your host, Chocobo, where we make only moderately terrible decisions in life. But today we're going to kick things off with actually something pretty awesome. We grinded 2 stacks of compressed sand to get this darn thing, and it's called Yellorium. If you guys don't know what Yellorium is, this is a very big part of Big Reactors mod, and this is going to be the guy that is the main component that's unique to Big Reactors. That's kind of a pain in the butt to get, in all honesty, but will be very helpful. So the reason why we got 4 of these, we actually got 6 in total. There's 2 more waiting in the wings, but the reason why we got all of these is so we can make Yellorite seeds. Now, if we were to get Yellorite in the normal, like kind of standard way, then we would have to do this very, very long and tedious process that involves us like going through sieves and blah, 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 and you have a 1% chance of this dropping. Now, originally, I had thought to myself, oh, hey, if I put this through a heavy sieve, I'll get 7, because 7 times 1%, and I was like, oh, well, it clearly doesn't mean just multiply all the percentages, because that would make no sense, because you get over 100%. So, very clearly what this means is that this is, you get 7 1% of the time, which is wrong. It gives you 1% of the time. So there was actually 0 point doing that now that I think about it. But, you know, I'm not going to make, I don't want to cry, guys. We're going to leave that alone. Anywho, so we're going to go ahead and make 1 Yellorite seed, and this is going to be the start of getting all of this stuff really rocking and rolling. And the reason for that is because we do need power in order to get our bigger chain of X compressing up, which will justify a bigger thing set up for our little Tinker's Construct business, and then a whole bunch of other stuff down the pipeline. So it's absolutely critical that we do get a healthy supply of Yellorite going. Now, with, of course, our growth pulsars here, they are growing relatively fast, which is awesome. That's exactly what we need, because we're going to be needing a lot of this Yellorite essence. Thankfully, if we sag mill this down, we can get we get 2 per Yellorite ore, so we actually get a nice little output. So each time that we do make one of these, we're actually getting 2 out of it, and just like that, like just look at the speed, just super speed. It's already grown, man. I love it. I love that. Those growth pulsars were absolutely the greatest idea. Like, this was worth it. That was, I'm not gonna lie, part of me was about to give up hope in life, and then we did that, and beautiful things happened, and rainbow shot out of my mouth. It was really weird. When you throw up in Japan, it's very, very odd. Anywho, Skittles. So we got ourselves 2 more of these Yellorium ingots. We can make more seeds, actually, after we hit 9 essence. I'm reaching into my bag of yonder goodies because I somehow managed to derp up and I lost my watering bucket. There you are. All right, so there's my watering can. Good old-fashioned watering can. We did get a lot of these other stuff. Like, we got a whole bunch of seeds and junk, which I guess we're just going to drop off on the chest here, because we don't really need them. Also, I apologize. So that, I apologize if I do things like that, because I kind of feel like I have a frog stuck in my throat, which is an expression. Does not literally mean I have a frog in my throat. That would be extremely uncomfortable. I'd probably be dying right about now, and I don't want to be dead. So, you know, there's that. Let me go ahead and throw away the string. We're going to hold on to the wood, throw away the sticks, and I guess I'll hold on to the amber. I guess I'll hold on to amber. Don't really know. Yeah, sure, we'll hold on to it. Why not? We got some crushed gold ore. That can also take a hike. And blah, blah, blah. We're all in good shape. All right, cool. So now we can go ahead and get to farming some Yellorium. Now, in order to make the full plate, we would need a massive, and I cannot stress that. Like, I would underline this, put it in bold font. It's going to require a lot. But we're not aiming for that, right? We're not aiming to get the full base plate up just yet. It's not terribly, feasible right now. Because in truth, what we would honestly want to have happen is we would want to get a basic version of it up so we can have a good source of power running. So I think that what we're going to aim for today is we're going to try to, you see how we have that middle set of torches up there? It's a 3x3 of torches that's smack dab in the center. We're going to try to get that all situated, and that should be, and actually it's a fairly sizable reactor even then. It's just not, you know, obviously like the whole plate, but it's a pretty decent size. And then that's going to be able to get us to where we need for power. And the nice thing is that I don't think I really need to worry about coolants. We could put iron blocks and stuff in there, and that would be fine. But you know, it's not the greatest. So I'm just We're gonna pretend that doesn't exist as an option, but other than that, it's gonna be great, guys. We're just gonna make ourselves a good bit of happy, good stuff here and get some power online. So once we get the power online, what that means is that we can jump into Xcompressum, and then Xcompressum in turn is gonna make it so we have a whole bunch of ore and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I think I'm really gonna, I think I'm gonna hit the Xcompressum stuff pretty darn hard, because Xcompressum really does expedite a lot of processes that are normally a huge hassle. Like, I cannot even begin to explain how annoying it would be to do what I'm hoping to do in this particular season of Sky Factory, to do it in, like, other things. In 2.4, it would have been almost impossible, but in 2.5, it's feasible because of Xcompressum stuff, because it goes by faster. It does go by marginally, well, not marginally fast, it does go by fairly quick, because of the way that it all works. All right, so there it is, number 9. Let's go ahead and... All right, 1 yellowite ore. Take this bad boy. We're going to drop it on off into there. Now, chances are we're going to get a cyanide thing. And that's just as a byproduct because we have flint in there especially. So let me go ahead, full lop this in. And then boom, just like that. Okay, we didn't even get anything like that. Cool, thanks fam. You are the best. I just want to cry a little bit inside. And then we got this cooking. And we actually, you know what we could also do? We could try to aim for a Zavisio furnace. I guess that wouldn't be a terrible idea. It just would take a while, but I don't think we're going to do that today because chances are we're not going to need that many super speedy ferni in order to get this all going. I don't know why I started saying ferni. It's an infection. The brain is going all over the place. All right, let's get the Minicio essence out. We're going to need a lot more Minicio essence than what we have right now. Actually, do we need that much more? So 64 of this is going to turn to 4 amounts of Crucio? No, not, yeah, Crucio? The third tier up, whatever the third tier up is, I forgot what it's called. But yeah, so I guess we were a little bit further away than we would like to be. But here, let's just see what we got going on. That's Minicio block. That's not what I wanted to do at all. All right, let's go ahead, Master Infusion Stone. Boom, boom, 32 Acio, and then boom, boom, 8 Crucio, yeah, and then we're just gonna have 2 Imperio. So we need 2 more Imperio, so we need 2 more stacks of Minicio Essence, which is going to be a bit of a grind. So now that we're entering the grind part of this whole thing, I need the scythe. Oh, I need, not the scythe, but I need the freaking thingamajig. I need the hoe. I need the hoe. Go down, and then grab the hoe, which is here. Great. And then we're going to go back, and we're going to farm ourselves a healthy, lovely amount of Minicio Essence, which in turn is going to get us into the nice little bit of Imperio Essence, which of course in turn will lead to even greater and more wonderful things than you could ever imagine. Although I'm a little bit concerned because I could have sworn oh! Well, that's a pleasant surprise. I mean, I can't really use it, I guess, so we'll just leave them there. we kind of need like doubles of everything, so we'll see. Let's go over here and see if I can find the Minicio seeds. What the heck did I do with them? Must be up there. They have to be up there. I have no idea what else I would have done with them. I didn't spend them. I know that for sure. Can't find it. What did I do with them? Should I be concerned? I don't know what I did with my Minicio seeds. Minicio? Hello? What did I do with my Minicio seeds? Hold on. We'll figure this out. I promise you we'll figure this out. I'm not the dumb thingy I can figure out. What in blue blazes did I do with it? Did I put it here? I am very confused. What? Okay, I am very lost. I am extremely confused. Where did I put it? Like, I don't understand. Where would I have put this thing? This is where I dropped off both of my... What the heck did I do? What have I done? We should have at least 8. I should have 9 Minicio seeds. What in the... till that ground. Awesome. You be tilled. All right. Alarming. Alarming indeed. Alarming is very much the appropriate word right now. Huh. I don't see it. This is bad. This is not good. We should have at least 8 more. I mean, we can make more, but like, really? Like, seriously? You like really doing this to me right now, game? Like, for real? Okay. I'm gonna be honest here. I'm not entirely sure what happened to it. I don't think I would have been. I don't even think I would have been able to have processed that much Minicio seed into other seeds. Maybe like threw them away or something. I don't. Maybe I left them in here. I don't know why they'd be in here. No. Did I put them in here or something strange? Okay, so I guess that we're gonna have to make new Minicio seed. It's not a big deal or anything. Like we can do it relatively easily actually, but just strange. I don't know what I did with them. Huh. All right. Well, anyways, let's get to the grind, and I'll be back after we've gotten to the grind, because yeah, it's gonna be a wee bit longer even compared to what we were originally gonna have to do, which was already a longish grind. So we will see what is going on and downtown. Actually, what? Oh no! What happened to all those Minicio seeds? Exclamation point! Frowny face. Oh no! It's like some mean chocobo came by and ripped them out of the ground. Alright, anyways, we will be back after we have gotten ourselves... actually, that's a very good question. How much will we go for before we come back? That is a good question. I guess we should measure out the... Here, let me make sure real quick that I understand what the dimensions of this are. They should be in 5s, I believe. So let me see here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, okay, good. So this is 9, and then this will be 9. Okay, so this is a 9 by 9, which means that I'm going to need myself 72 casing? Something like that? 72 casing, maybe? No, we need more than that. We need 72... We need 100? I think I need 100 casing in order to make the full casing structure. So we're going to need a lot of yellorium. Long story short, we're gonna need quite a bit of yellorium here. So we're going to go ahead and get that started because that's... Oh yeah, today is going to be a grindy day. So we'll be back. Okay, so while we've been grinding yellorium, because we do need a lot of the stuff, because we're going to go for, I think, a starting of 9 by 9 by 9. Unless I decide to give up and just kind of like flop on over into non-existence, I thought to myself, you know what, it's kind of silly because we have the growth pulsers now that we have to sit there and just kind of farm them for, because we could be doing other things with our time. And then, after having sifted through, not even that much compressed dirt, but we did sift through like a stack or so. Excuse me again, I am burping like a madman. But we do have a lot of this rubber wood now because we planted our first rubber sapling. So now that we have that going, we can make ourselves a harvester. As I hiccup, because I'm a savage. But we're going to go ahead, break this down. I'm going to pray that this gives us a rubber sapling. Alright, cool. We did get multiple. So that means that we are guaranteed to be A-OK, more or less. Go ahead, water this guy up. Come on, darn it. Man, come on, grow. I'll twerk for you. Twerk it. Oh, there we go. All right, and then boom. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezes. And getting ourselves all kinds. Let's see what we can make out of this. I can turn to jungle wood. I can burn it to charcoal. I can produce nothing. Charcoal. And then apparently if I put it into a sawmill, I have a chance to get rubber out. And if I put it into alloy smelter, I get charcoal. Microblock crafting is completely whatever. Really? So you have to put this through a sawmill if you want to get anything back from it. Otherwise, it's just rubber wood. Interesting. Alright, well, let's see here. People are saying that if I hammer the wood, I can get... Hammer the wood for plastic. Okay, so let's go see. Let's go see if we can hammer this wood down to get ourselves anything. It's a pretty easy check, so... Boom. Boom. Some sticks. And we're going to need some stones. Sticks and stones. Get it. Alright. And then get ourselves those two. Get these two lovebirds right in the hair. And let's go ahead and bang it down. Wow, that's actually quite difficult. Stream. Why do you play with my heart this way? Why? Why do you do this? Why? Why do you break my heart this way? Why do you break my heart this way, stream? Anyways, we do have 38 yellorium ingots all kind of out and ready to go here, but we need way more in order to get our reactor really going. Because we are going to be doing it as... And I never actually explained it, so this is actually a good opportunity to do this. We're going to actually be doing it as 4 rods, which means that we're going to have to be doing quite a bit of stuff here. So actually, you know what? We can use this as designators. So bang, 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 and bang. So that's going to be where the rod placements will be. And then, of course, we're going to have the reactor casing kind of on the outside of those bad boys. I was thinking I would put one in the middle, but I decided against it for right now. I think that's just going to be a little bit too weird, and it's going to make weird things happen about heating and stuff like that. So we'll see. We'll see what goes down and what will go and happen with this, but unfortunately it looks like I would need a sawmill in order to... Well, how hard is it to make a sawmill? Is a sawmill... Oh, it's part of thermal expansion. Nope, nope, lost all interest. It's all the interest that I could possibly have is gone. It's just... Yeah, I'm just going to throw this away. Alright. Never happened. We never had it. It was all figment of your imagination. We never ever had this. Alright, let's go ahead, grow one more of these bad boys. We're going to melt this down into plastic, and then we're going to be able to make ourselves the Mine Factory Reloaded Harvester, which people have assured me, and hopefully they're correct about this, that this does indeed work with magical crops, because it didn't used to work back in the day. Because I do remember I read some stuff about how it didn't work and people cried, and then there were revolts, and then after the revolution, people were sad that people ended up being hurt over the revolution. It was bad. So, anyways, we're trying to make ourselves a harvester. And this will actually be the main goal for today, is we're going to try to make this bad boy here. And the harvester, what it's going to do is it's going to be able to make us a bit... Oh, God, make a machine frame anyways. But we're going to be able to make ourselves... That's an Invar axe. Okay. Is that for realsies? And... Okay. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I am admittedly a little bit surprised by this discovery and this turn of events, because Invar axe is not something you normally see. Anyway, so we need to go ahead and melt down rubber bars to make plastic. We do get 1 per. I don't think we get anything. Do I get anything that gives me a better return? One bar gives me 4 in the alloy smelter? Wait, really? Oh, heck yeah, let's put them in the alloy smelter. Yeah! Alright, hold on. Yeah, because I only need 4 of these. Oh! Oh my gosh, I don't even need 4. I just need 1. I literally need 1 rubber bar. Yo, that is savage. What? Is that for real? Yo, alloy smelter. No, get this out of here. No, get out of here. You're not cool enough. Get. I said get. You get out of here. You get out. Alright. And then we'll just top you off, and then... Sorry. Sorry, Two Stone, you didn't make the cut. Let's throw in our 1 rubber bar. Oh, it only makes 1. Sad face. Alright, so we do have to go ahead and throw in a couple extras here. Make our 4... Ooh, I didn't get scared about falling. What are you talking about? I know I can fly. Alright, so we have our plastic sheets that we need for this. Now we need to make a redstone reception coil, which is easy peasy. We need to make gold gears, which is easy peasy. And the invar axis, in all honesty, is pretty easy peasy because this is just like what, iron and nickel or something, ferrous or whatever it's called. Yeah. So we have that, and then we also need to make our machine frame, and this is going to be the most expensive part of the whole thing. I think we do want to make this into a resonant, unfortunately, which is kind of dumb, but I think we should go for it. So it's going to be a bit of a journey to get there. We only do need one. Yeah, we only need one. Wait. Does this only require a machine frame basic? Can you go up to resonant on this? I assume you can. I assume you can get this all the way up to resonant. Can you work? Alright, I'm kind of... Okay, admittedly, I'm not entirely sure if it's going to work. Hopefully it will. But let's go ahead and start off by putting together that machine frame. So, machine frame merinos. And we do have to get a planter as well. Yeah, actually, that's a fair bit of stuff that we need to get done. What is the benefit of using resonant on this, I wonder? Here, hold on. Let's go look this up real quick. Alright, so Mine Factory Reloaded, Harvester, and then, like, let's see what resonance says. Okay, never mind. Let's just look up the Harvester entry. Harvester on the FTB wiki says... Harvester, when upgraded, or when supplied with energy, will harvest crops in a 3x3 square in front of it. It is typically used with a planter and will output the collected items in a chest, pipe, or other item container so long as it's placed behind the machine in front of the small hole. The harvester also produces sludge for each operation, which can be applied into a sludge boiler and stored as an internal tank that can hold blah, 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 blah. The range can be extended to match the size of your farm. Just make sure that your harvester is on the same axis as your planter and both devices. The same tier of range extender upgrade and the farm will work perfectly. The harvester requires an adjacent inventory to function. Applied on just ME port will not be recognized as such. Use an ME interface instead. Or the harvester has additional config options to its GUI to allow the harvesting in blocks of leaves, mushrooms, and blah blah blah. It uses 60 EU or 240 RF per action. The harvester can affect the blocks used to build the player's house. Alright, so nowhere in there did I see anything about you would benefit by using a resonant, so I'm going to assume you don't need a resonant. That is probably some very sketchy logic, but meh. So I guess we're just going to get some tin. Let's get 4 things of tin, so we're going to need 16 of these bad boys, because I'm going to do it the pleb lord way. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then craft these all into those. And then we'll throw this into there. And then that should be all of the tin that we need. And then we're going to need iron and some glass. Let's go fetch 4 things of glass. 1, 2, 3. That is not what I meant to do at all. Alright, 4 things of glass. And then we're going to need iron, I believe. Okay, so I need 1 thing of iron. But I should get more because, you know, we need more. Alright, wrong place, and there we go. We actually have some invar here, not too terribly much, but we do have some. Oh, we have some ferrous ingots as well, nice. Alright, so let's go ahead, convert this into iron ingots. Alright, so let's go ahead, make ourselves a tin gear. Nope, apparently we can't make ourselves a tin, oh, because... when Choco pulls a dumb truck. Alright, so let's go ahead and make this. Oh, we only... Oh, well. Alright, so tin gear has been made. Now I need to make the actual machine frame. There we go. then we need to make 2 invar axes. We have the plastic sheets. I also need some shears, and my inventory is back to being a hot mess. Great, grand. If you can feel that, that's the sense of a killing aura coming from my stream. It's an actual killing aura. It residuates. That's a new word now. Residuates through eternity and haunts us all because I am a Derposaurus Rex. All right, so let's hold off on that. Let's make the invar stuff first. So I need 6 invar ingots in total. Do I have that? I do not. I have 2 and I require more. All right, so we need to go ahead, put this together. I think it's iron and coal powder is what I said. Oh, this is the iron and the nickel. Okay, so ferrous 2, and then we will throw you into the alloy smelter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 of the ferrous. That's going to create for us 6 of this invar. Beautiful. And I threw away the sticks that we need to create the axe. Also grand. Let's go ahead and make some sticks, and then throw sticks into a tube. That's not how you make pickaxes. And then I swear I didn't forget how to make pickaxes, fam. I can't say that because that's not true. All right, so let's go ahead and then make ourselves wood. I'm sorry, you're dead to me. And then sticks. I'm sorry, you're dead to me. But I need to make myself shears, gold gear, and a reception coil. Pretty sure I just picked up some sticks. Yep. Mistake. Goodbye. Goodbye. All right, so we do need some redstone ore, which I believe I have some just kind of floating about. Yeah, there we go. So we just need 1, I think. Redstone reception coil. Nope, we need 2. So 2 of you. 1 thing of gold. I'm going to actually need far more gold, but that's going to get us started to the path of righteousness. Then bang. There's that. And then I suppose I'll make the shears now. Okay, so shears have been made. Basic machine frame, these 2 things, these 2 things. So we now just need the gold gear. So I just need 8 things of gold, and then we'll be in good shape. Then we will basically be all good to go. Let me see here. Gold, gold, gold. 8 means I'm going to need 32. I can't hold on to it. Cry every time. Stone. Alright, so... Nope, not what I meant to do. Or was it? Hold on. Choco's doing a brain. Choco is doing a brain. Aha! Okay, and then we can do these like that, and then 8 things of gold. Let's put them through the alloy smelter for a little bit of faster use. So, goodbye. And then with this, we should actually have ourselves what we need. I think I made more than I actually needed. Yes, I did. All right, so 1, 2. Let's go ahead, put the iron back as well. Make... Oh, this is one of those weird ones where it doesn't want to work. I think it is. All right, so machine frame in the middle there. 2 gold gears, a redstone reception coil. What else do I need? The shears on top, and then the invar axes on the sides. All right, there is our harvester. And it doesn't say like harvester basic and stuff, so I'm assuming that is true. We also did plant some seeds, by the way, after we sifted through the grass. We did also plant a little bit of grass seedage. We still have a little bit more to go, but you can tell it's looking a lot better now. And it's starting to kind of fill up. We're also going to need to make ourselves a planter, which is going to be another bit of a doozy. Planter is going to require us to make another machine frame. This is also a basic one, though. Another redstone reception coil, copper, and the flower pot, which is going to be cooked up clay, which is a little bit more of a hassle to make, but not that big of a hassle. So I just need to get 1 thing of dust. So I do have a hammer in my inventory, and I also have some very, very accommodating subjects. Okay, break that down. Break that down. Break that down. And then now we got this going, and I just need to throw you into a bucket of water. I'm trying to think to myself where the closest bucket of water would be. I suppose it would be here. Yep. All right, so bang into clay, and then clay into little things of clay. All right, and then little things of clay into the furnace. Nope, other furnace. Nope, other furnace. Okay, into the furnace. That's going to make us our bricks that we need for the flower pot. We need 2 pistons, which is wood and other stuff that is not that hard to come by. We're going to need 3 redstone. Yeah, we're going to need 3 redstone for this. Good golly. This is turning into a bit of an endeavor. All right. Let's go ahead and run this all over. Not like run it over as in like run over the car, but run it over like, not like so, but like so, and then like so. All right, cool. And then that brings us to a nice little even 4. And I need copper gears, so I need 8 things of copper. 8 things of copper. Okay, copper. That's energetic alloy. 8 things of copper, come to me. Boom. And then boom, and then boom, and then haha. And then we're going to put this all together. Bang, I made some 8 easy and reliable copper. Take out the rubber bars. Throw in the copper gravel. And then that's going to create us those things. I'm also going to need 4 more tin. So I do need to go back and get some more tin. Tin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is going to make me 3. I need 4. All right, so there we go. 4 things of ore, or tin ore gravel. I was about to call it iron. All right, tin ore gravel, and then let's throw those into here. All right, and then we should have more or less everything sorted. We do need a little bit more redstone, so let's go ahead and pick up this redstone right here. Let's convert the redstone reception coil straight away. And then, yeah, okay, so let's get the copper. Oh, I don't have all the copper ready just yet. And the tin is also smelting down. So let me see here. Is there anything else I can prepare for right now? We can get sticks. We are also going to need some cobblestone. So let me go ahead and get some of that. So there's some cobblestone. And then wood planks. I suppose 8 will do the trick. Then we actually need 2 more redstone. Do I even have that redstone? I do. Alright, so there's 2 more redstone for the boys. Let's go ahead, take this copper, make ourselves some copper gears. And then make myself redstone reception coil. I just made 2 redstone reception coils, didn't I? Yes, I did, because I'm a dum-dum. Cry every time. It's okay. We can always farm up new redstone dust. I think I'm starting to lose it a little bit, though. I think I'm slowly starting to lose grip with the reality. All right, so pistons. Can I make you outright? Question mark. I can if I can only make 1 because I wasted the other. Haha. All right, so I have to get my redstone dust. Redstone dusty dust. Let me see. We probably have killed some more witches in here. No generous contributions? Aha, generous contributions. And then let's go ahead and take Scyther and Bob. We did get Scyther up to heroic. So it is 1 step closer to achieving its destiny. Can we please kill him? Please? Please, Dad? Can we kill him? Come here. Come here, darn it. Die! Oh, wait, there we go. Oh, we got him. Alright, so we do have ourselves the redstone that we need. Generous contributions from witches. Let's go ahead and make myself the other piston. There it is. And then now we just have to put another machine frame together, which is going to require me to get 4 more glass. My inventory is a hot mess. The pressure. The pressure. Alright, and then cobblestone out. Planks out. Get 4 things of glass. 1, 2. Nope, that's the stacks. That's the stack. Alright, and then, nope, still a stack. 1, 2, 3, 4. put this over into yonder. So then we can make ourselves tin gear. Check. And then machine frame. Check. And then we already have, I think, oh wait, we need to take the bricks and make them into a flower pot. And now we should be a check. Yep, there we go. So there's the planter, there's the harvester. Between the two of them, we need 400 per action. So each time one thing is planted, and then, of course, or, like, yeah, the chicken before the egg kind of situation here. But if you have, like, one thing that's planted, then, of course, the other one will kind of take its place, etc., so on and so forth. So what we're going to do right now is I'm actually going to do this. So it's set up kind of where the crafting bench here is. So what I'm going to have to do here is I'm going to have to add that right on top of the water is going to be where the harvester is. And then the planter, I guess, for now, will go up to this one. And we're going to have to just make them connect. Now for power, I'm not entirely sure I want to do that. I don't... Yeah. Alright, well, we'll see. I'll have to think of something for that, but who knows what's going on. I will probably do some grinding. Am I going to do some grinding? Because we could put more magmatics here, but I kind of feel like that's a waste. I almost feel like we should just complete the big reactor and 2 tesseracts to get this running, and then we would have an infinite source of yellow ram, but at the same time we could get efficient now. You know what we could do? We can make a miniature one. We can make a miniature big reactor. That's possible. Let's see, 3 by 3 by 3. Is that doable? Yeah, we can do that now. We can do that easily with what we have, I'm pretty sure. Oh, actually, I don't think it can be a 3 by 3 by 3. I think it has to be taller or something. No, it can be a 3 by 3 by 3. I think we did that last time, actually. That was like our first reactor. I think it was like that small, if I'm not mistaken. Was it 3 by 3 by 3? I don't remember. Huh. Alright, well, regardless, either way, I will get to the bottom of the energy thing, and then I'll be back, but that will be forthcoming, and you'll just have to see what we end up doing, so we will see. Okay, so I have decided to make an executive decision about this whole thing, and we also got... Oh, never mind. Oh, it kept it from last time, I think. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know I did that. Alright, so anyways, we are back, and we're going to go ahead and make ourselves an actually like a mini big reactor's reactor. It's going to be really, really small. It's going to be a 3 by 3. It's going to be really like... It's going to be really tiny. it's going to be quite small. But in exchange for doing that, it should give us a really, really solid thing for power for what we need over there at the crop area, which we don't really need a lot right now, and we'll definitely replace it later on. But for right this moment, it should kind of get us to where we need to be. Now, in order to make this, we are going to need some iron. Primarily, it's mostly going to be like iron, graphite, and that kind of stuff. So I just need to actually pull out a little bit of iron from here. And we have a whole bunch of iron smelting actually in that forge right now, because we were actually bottlenecked. We capped out on the barrel. So we have quite a bit. We didn't take the whole thing of the barrel out there, but we did take quite a bit out, and there was quite a lot. So, all right, let's go ahead and make ourselves some reactor casing. Now, I'm going to need 20 of these, and then we're going to go from there. Actually, we're going to need a little bit more. Let's make 36. Honestly, making extras doesn't really hurt, but I don't want to completely just like rip apart my budget for other junk. So let's go ahead and take the reactor casing and let's make the outline for this bad boy. So for those of you who aren't familiar, there are like for the passive reactors, right? This is considered to be a passive one. We're looking at actually doing it as actually no. Okay. I'm just gonna put it over here because it's gonna be like it's gonna be really ugly looking, and I know it's ugly, but it's okay. We'll get this eventually sorted out. But you need to have yourself the frame of it in a hollow frame made out of reactor casing. So you could even, I think you can get away with even making the bottom not fully reactor casing. You can make that glass if you want to, but it does cost more because it's reactor casing plus 2 things of glass. So it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for us. But you would need that. So for this one, you would need only 20 just to create what I did. Now, in addition to that, what we're going to do is we're going to need to have ourselves yellow ram fuel rod, which has to go from the bottom of your structure all the way to the top. So I'm going to go ahead and make that first because I only need to make one of these. So bang, there it is. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this down. We also replenish our food by culling some moo-moos. But, you know, such is life. Alright, and then we're going to need to make ourselves, after having made that, a control rod kind of tops it off. And so we're going to go ahead and make one of those as well. And just kind of lop it right here on the top. And then in addition to this, now we might be coming right underneath the wire. We are going to, oh, I need, I even said this before we started. We need one diamond. We need one solitary diamond. That's kind of the weird curveball they throw in there. We're also going to have to make a piston, which means that we're going to have to do something with this hot mess. I am going to put the string away into the string barrel because I do not wish to be carrying around string. And I guess it's worth mentioning that, so we actually did consider a number of different options. A really good contender for an option was going to be doing it as solar panels. And in Solar Flux had a couple of changes. I'm not going to look into it now because it's not totally useful for us at the moment. But like the Solar Flux mod actually has a little bit of extra stuff in there. The main thing that's in there that's kind of cool and neat was that they have an efficiency upgrade. Now, it did say something about like diminishing returns and stuff like that, which means that presumably the more you put on there, the less you get out of it. So I'm not entirely sure how that all works in terms of what those values are and what the numbers end up being. But it did seem to be actually a lot more viable now. There is upgrades to your Solar Flux mod, which is kind of cool. And there's a couple of other bits and pieces there that seem kind of attractive. But it requires a lot of glass. And because I don't have a really good system for getting a ton of sand, I decided probably not the most sensible thing. All right, so we're going to also need to make a power tap. This is going to be where we drain the power from. What we just made just a second ago, that's actually going to be to make sure that we have kind of like a monitor screen. So you at the very minimum need a reactor controller, a reactor power tap, the yellorium fuel rod, the control rod itself at the very top, and then you're also going to need at least one access port, but we usually make two. One for a byproduct called cyanide ingots, which do come out of your reactor as it just kind of runs. And then we're also going to have one to input our yellorium, which is going to power the reactor itself. So just kind of a heads up as to all that stuff for those of you who may not necessarily be the most savvy when it comes to this kind of thing. Not saying that I am, but you know, just in case, because I know some people sometimes find these mod packs to be a little bit on the confusing side, because there is a lot of stuff to learn and to remember from all this. It's actually kind of crazy. So, let's go ahead, throw some chests together, and then make ourselves just 2 access ports. Will do the trick. And I can't make it because I need pistons, right? Yeah, I need pistons. All right, I need to make 2 pistons. I can't make 2 pistons. Why can't I make 2 pistons, I wonder? I need cobble, don't I? Yes, I do. I need to make 2 things of that. Okay, let's go and grab ourselves some cobblestone. And then we should be in all grand shape. So, boop. And then now we should be able to make ourselves that. So I'm going to make 2 pistons here. And I don't believe I need anything else. Yeah, I think we're in all good shape then. So we have those 2 access ports, so that will be all fine and dandy. So let's go ahead and toss that onto the ground. Access ports, now I should be able to make 2. Perfect. And then let's go ahead and replace that out with the wood planks. And then we're going to get ourselves technically it's our first big reactor on the server. It's their world or whatever you want to call it. But it's the first one, but it's still quite lovely. And then bang, just like that, you can see it changes kind of the textures and stuff like that, which is sort of similar to how Tinker's Construct works. And so this one's now going to eject blue or the cyanide ingots, and this one's going to take in the fuel. So yeah, it is kind of nice because it does kind of warn you. If you were to mess something up, it will warn you if you did something wrong. But let me go ahead and throw in some yellorium ingots into there, and now this is going to start spinning up, getting some power. Activate reactor, and bang, look at that RF just going. Now this is going to get pretty toasty because we don't really have a whole lot of things going on here in terms of like organizing and managing how the heat works. We don't have any coolant in there and stuff like that, which is going to be like putting things in, like we put in iron last time because we obviously had quite a bit of iron. and you could put in like diamond if you want a better coolant, and so on and so forth. So kind of all neato canito stuff, but just kind of where we're at right now. Now I'm going to be a little bit of a cheapskate here. I'm going to be a little bit of a cheapskate. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and flop on a cobblestone here and a cobblestone there. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this, I'm going to go ahead and put this harvester on. I don't know why I did that, but oh, wrong way. Let's turn you all the way around. Do I have pixie on me? Yes, I do. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put the harvester this way. Now, this is like a dispenser side, and then this is the chomp chomp side. You see how it looks all spooky and stuff, like it's the teeth of some kind of horrible animal? That is going to be what we're going to be kind of aiming for. What? Ooh, do I put the planter in the middle? Wait, hold on. Maybe I have this confused. I thought planters were like harvesters and that they had to be in front of the 3x3. Let me see here really quick before I commit to this, because I don't want to mess this up. Although it's not really a big deal if I were to mess it up. And place centered and below a 3x3 thing of plants. Okay. You know what? Since this doesn't require us to actually, if this works, then we actually can fill in the middle part with growth pulsers, and this will make 9 per. That would be awesome. If that were the case, that is actually going to be great. So we need to see here. Now the planter does say centered and below. Oh, so it's below. Okay, never mind. So yeah, this is also going to require us to still have an 8, or not an 8x8, but we're going to have to put this underneath. So this is why we left that center part open. Not necessarily specifically for, not for MF, the Mine Factory Reloaded stuff, but just to make sure that we have everything that we need for space and such. So it's going to be right there. I guess technically speaking, you're still not going to really have. Yeah, I guess, yeah, but you can't put growth pulses on either, so never mind. Moot point is moot. All right, so we are going to need to get our, so what? Oh, filters and stuff. Okay, so we can put an upgrade in here, and it would just kind of totally crush out a whole bunch more crops. But the problem is that it ticks by rather slowly. I'm not sure if I want to do something like that. We may elect to do that later on and just center them along the different kind of crop plots, and then use the center part for something that is like regular crop or something that I don't want to auto harvest. So I might have like wheat, carrot, potatoes, and I don't know, something else over here. So we'll see. But anyways, let's go ahead and get ourselves some redstone flux. Nope, wrong one. Is it flux leadstone pipes? Is that what it, flux lead? Nope. Is it just leadstone pipes? Maybe it is just leadstone pipes. Oh, leadstone flux ducts. Sorry, game. God, so picky. All right, so we're going to go ahead and make some of those bad boys, get that all powered and ready to go. Now, obviously, with the way that I currently have this set up, getting power everywhere is going to kind of be a pain. Ooh, actually, how am I going to get power to there? I didn't think about this. We need to get a Tesseract. We need to get a Tesseract soon. Yeah, we are going to need to get a Tesseract. All right, so we're actually going to be dead in the water for one of these crops, which is not great. We also need to somehow link. Ooh. This is an interesting problem. Okay, so here's what we can do. I can break this dirt down. I think this won't mess with anything. So we're going to go ahead and take this dirt out, and then we're going to connect the power to there. But we also need to transfer items as well. Well, I guess what we could do, this might be it, fam. So there are 2 different versions of Ender Chest. There's one from Ender Storage, and there's one from Minecraft. I think oh, this requires blaze rods. No one likes blaze rods. We have to go into the Nether for that. I wonder if I could just use an Ender Chest. I'm curious. Can I use an Ender Chest for this? Maybe? I don't know. All right, well, let's see for the time being if this works. Let's see for the time being if this works at all, and then we'll worry about this all later. So leadstone. Oh, wait. There is actually... Wait, leadstone, is this from thermal foundation? Or thermal dynamics? Okay, so thermal dynamics. There is, I believe, one that moves power and items, if I'm not mistaken. Blah, 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 blah. Fluctuating. Transfers items and transfers redstone. Yeah, so there is one for this. So I think I just need fluctuating item ducts. Oh, but this requires a fluid transposer and stuff. I don't know. I don't know about that, man. I don't know. Alright. Hopper under the harvester into the planter. Yeah, well, the problem with doing that is that would it cut through a pulsar, which is not what we want. Here, I'm just gonna replace this for the time being because I do have access to it. I think we're gonna have to go ahead. Okay, we'll see. We'll see how this all goes down. Okay, hold on. Eyes on the prize, fam. Eyes on the prize. Let's go ahead and make ourselves leadstone flux duct first. Before we get carried away, let's make one leadstone flux duct set, and then we'll get this powered. I want to see if it works, but we're actually going to change the game plan up a little bit here. Like whenever we get everything all sorted and really like rock and roll and ready to go, we will use that. But for the time being, I think it would be absolutely fine if we just ended up using the Ender IO one, which does require me to put in a diamond hoe in there or something, some kind of farming tool. And then we will, and I also need to check this out, but we will do it that way. And that, like, so the one for the Ender IO, it doesn't require two different parts, it just needs one set of things. So we can do that. Even, I guess technically speaking, we could even do it with golems from KwehCraft. We could do quite a few things there. So potentially another thing that can be done. So lots of different... This is what I love about Sky Factory. You have so many options. The game really opens up and gives you a lot of options, which is pretty lit. Alright, let's get one thing of glass, and then I should be in all good shape. And then one... That ought to do the trick. And then we should have this. And then the reason why this should be okay is that once I get this all sorted and set up, when we get to the point where we have enough energy and stuff, and I can set up all my different machines, like my transposer and all that other junk, it will allow us, of course, to then... Ooh, this is not going to be enough pipe, I don't think. Is it? Jeez, that scared me. Holy fudge. Yeah, we don't have enough. But we'll need to, once we have all those things set up, then we'll have the fluid transposer, the magma crucible. That in turn is going to allow us to make tesseracts, which isn't the cheapest thing in the world, but at the same time isn't the worst. And then we'll be able to move forward with those things, and that'll be kind of nice. All right, let me actually go ahead and get 3 of those, and just make some extra lead pipes here. And then we'll just slap on... I am forgetting what I'm doing. Alright, there we go. We'll just slap these bad boys onto there, eat some more steak. Now, somebody actually proposed a really good idea. I'm not going to do it just because I don't really see the point, and I personally I don't know why, but I get some satisfaction from eating steak. But we could, theoretically speaking, go ahead and this does work. So awesome. Okay, so we have confirmed that this does work, which is all. I don't know why I did all this, because that's all we needed to confirm, but it does work. So that's all great. That's all great and dandy. I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to cover this up with a cobblestone to remind myself that there's a harvester underneath there. And then I'm going to go ahead and rip this guy out. Now these do produce sludge. That's kind of the weird downside of those things, so I do have to be a little bit careful. But let's go ahead and make a farming station. Oh, there's also farming turtle. I wonder if farming turtles work with them. Maybe they do. I don't actually know. Alright, so anyways, farming station. Oh, we need to make a slice and splice. That's why we didn't make this in the first place. I remember now. Alright. In order to make pulsating iron, I'm going to go ahead and have to put ender pearls and that together. That's That's okay. That's not the worst, because I only need the crystals, which is going to be... we're only going to need to make 2 of them in total, and then a couple diamonds. That's okay. That's not the worst. But this Z logic controller does require a slice and splice, which is not really what I was hoping for. Alright, so we need to get onto a slice and splice, I suppose. We do have plenty of zombie heads. We don't have solarium, but we do have the soul sand and the gold to make it happen. And this is well worthwhile, because then it would automatically generate yellorium for us, and we don't have to worry about, which would be sick. We also going to need some electrical steel, which is going to involve us getting some silicon, some steel ingots together. Or alternative, I guess I could just make it outright. So iron, pulverized coal, and silicon. And silicon we can get from a number of different things. I thought we could make you in a better way than this. I think there is a better way. I think it's also compatible with the different form of silicon, if I'm not mistaken. Or is there only one form of silicon these days? No, there should be 2. Although it's being really spooky about it, and it's holding true to Ender IO. So maybe we do need to smelt down some Certus quartz dust or something. Or not Certus quartz, another quartz dust, because Certus quartz is probably a wee bit on the more valuable side. Alright, so that's the game plan, I suppose. Let's go over and do this stuff. And so some people are saying in chat right now, and I'm going to acknowledge that this is true, is they're saying, hey, you know, Choco, you could just do the kind of the simple thing here, and you could just put an unbreakable thing and just use farming station. This is true. The reason why I'm a little bit more gung-ho about doing the harvesters, though, is that I feel like it would just be a little bit cleaner in terms of the way that it would work. But we'll see. It's potentially possible I may change my mind. We might go to Ender IO. One of the things I really didn't want to do was I didn't want to make a slice and splice. Because a slice and splice is another thing of machinery, and it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of all over the place now. Alright, so we're going to need 5 things of solarium. We have the skulls. We're going to need to make 2 machine chassis. And then obviously the iron axe and stuff is not a problem. So we're going to need to go ahead and fetch ourselves, let's see, in total we're going to need, ooh man, alright, so we need 5 there, and then we are going to also need ourselves 2 more. Okay, so we need 7 solarium in total, which we do have. Of course, we have the ability to make it, but we also have some kind of leftover. We did open up and sort through the looting bags a little bit, so we have 1 soul sand there, but we have more in this chest right over yonder. Bang. All right, so we actually have 1 more than we need. Put this away. Then we're gonna have to combine this with some gold, which should be grand. Should be grand base. So let's go ahead and just flippity floop on down. Actually, don't we have gold in this chest? Like, I think we actually have just like straight up gold ingots in here, don't we? Oh, I must have repurposed it. Okay, so floating on over and getting myself some gold. All right, now I will do something similar to what we did with the lead and just make a stack's worth of broken into gold, just so we have some extra gold, so it doesn't impact anything else that we do. Put that into there, and then this in turn means that we have cleared the conditions for that. We are going to need to make some pulsating iron, which is going to be some diamond and ender pearl mixed together, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, or an iron and ender pearl, which is even cheaper. So let's go ahead and get ourselves just 2. 2 will do the trick, I'm pretty sure, because I don't think I need them for a slice and splice. So we are good with that. We need some iron tools for the slice and splice. We do need to make 2 machine chassis, which again isn't hard to do, but just kind of a pain in the butt to do, honestly. Okay, so there's pulsating iron. That is now being crafted. We do need to make 2 of these, which means we need copper, and we also going to need some little bit more of that gold. So let's go ahead and we can use coins. Actually, we can use coins. Yeah, we can use coins. Okay. So let's go ahead and get ourselves we just need a little bit of copper. A little bit of copper. That's all I need, just a little bit. I thought we had some extra copper. Maybe I was wrong. Do we have extra copper just floating around somewhere? Dreams, all my dreams, dead, on the ground, dashed. Alright, copper, bang. We'll do the same thing for you. Repurpose 16. And then we will just go ahead and pop that onto there. Awesome. And now that we have... That's not what I meant to do. That's alright. Alright, so now that we have this, we can go ahead and cook these two things together. And make myself some soul sand. Or not soul sand, but some solarium, which is going to be grand. Yep, okay, so the solarium is now in production. Good, good, and go. Oh! Sad face. It was right there, man. Oh, whatever, that's fine. Alright, so we are just going to need 2. So let's go ahead and grab 2. We are going to need to make some machine chassis. This is going to require us to make the base capacitors, which is why we need this in the first place. I suppose what I can do here is we'll just drop off the dirt. Man, inventory is just always going to be terrible. I'm going to need some... Actually, yeah, we'll use gold ink. Because we can always get more gold ingots really easily. But coins involve us having to get the stupid treasures and whatnot. So we'll just do it this way. Alright, so... Base capacitors... Confirming 2. And then we are, of course, going to be requiring ourselves some iron bars. Let's go ahead and make 1 set. We don't need too terribly many. Not that I'm particularly pressed for iron, but, you know. Alright, and then let's go ahead and make 2 machine chassis. Awesome. We are going to need a diamond hoe. We are going to need some electrical steel. This is also going to be kind of a doozy. So we need 4 electrical steel in total. So I'm going to need to go ahead and grab myself 4 Certus quartz to convert them into silicon, which is not great, but, you know, I can't really do anything about it. It's the cost of doing business. So let's see, what do we have the most of? Looks like we actually have the most of this. Although, yeah, no, okay, we'll just do this, because we will get a bunch of this later on, so I'm not too terribly concerned about this. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to convert this into silicon, which means I have to go ahead and burn these down. So let me go ahead, flop that onto there. And now that we have that kind of rocking and rolling, I'm going to go ahead and organize that. Just throw that into there. We do have some dark steel left over, which is kind of cool. Alright, so now that we have the silicon being made, I'm going to go ahead and flop this gold into there. And then we have a bunch of copper that I don't really need right now going. We can start, we have to start off with the slice and splice. The slice and splice is just kind of the first step of this whole process, of course. So we have the solarium, we have all this, so we just need 1 head of any type. So let's just go ahead and grab a head. Reach to my bag of goodies over here. We get plenty of zombie heads. Let's use a zombie head today. Alright, let's go ahead and call. I don't understand how sometimes the experience orbs do find their way to me and sometimes they don't. That I still don't really quite understand why it does that, but who am I to question the way that Minecraft works? Alright, down over there we go. Whoop, almost ran into there. By the way, random aside, Parkour Pig totally ran on top of this. I don't know how he survived, but he literally ran on top of it. I am not entirely sure how I feel about that, because I think Parkour Pig might, like, low-key just be, like, some kind of super being. So, a little bit concerned. A little bit concerned that something that's, like, deity status is just kind of, like, walking around here. Because it was really strange. I was like, you shouldn't be alive right now. And he's like, I don't care. I don't care what you think. You think I care? You think I care about what your opinions are? I'm like, no, just thought it was strange. Thought it was kind of weird. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Just kind of impressed that you managed to survive. All right, so there, and whoop, that's a pickaxe. All right, there we go. Throw these all together, and now we should be able to make a slice and splice, except it didn't pull the solarium out, so we cannot make a slice and splice. Let's go ahead and toss this into the ground. And get ourselves some solarium. And then, boop, slice and, oh, right, because it's going to be a dumb butt about this. All right, so we need a machine chassis here. Oh, we needed shears. Oh, I thought we needed a... Oh, okay. Well, whatever. Sorry. You're voted off the island, I guess. All right, so shears. Now will you let me do it? No. All right. I was like, maybe? No. All right, so let's go ahead, put the iron axe and then the shears, right? And then put the zombie head on the tippity top. And then I believe it's just solarium all around. And there we go. Slice and splice. This is going to be used for a lot of Ender IO stuff. We particularly aren't too keen on it right this particular moment, but I will acknowledge the fact that it is something that is kind of on the useful side. I really wish I could gain power from just putting on the side here, but it doesn't work that way. I wonder if this would work. I'm going to try something. I don't see why this wouldn't work, so I'm going to go ahead and put the slice and splice right there. Put the sag mill right there, and I'm going to put a leadstone flux duct right there. Okay, cool, it does work. Okay, yeah, because we don't really need to get all this other stuff kind of in there and ready to go. All right, so Slice and Splice is officially online and ready to go. Let's go ahead and make the farming station now, which is going to require us to make one Z-Logic controller, which is going to require 2 solarium, another zombie head. Ooh, I'm going to need 2 more silicon. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. It's not too bad. It's not too bad, fam. I know it looks bad, but it's not quite that bad. All right, let's go ahead and get 2 more dust. 1, 2. And then we're going to melt these down. And then just throw those into there. So we now have 4 more silicon, which, ooh, actually, while that is all going, do I even have any more pulverized coal? I do. All right, excellent. All right, so we're going to go ahead, throw in 4 silicon, throw in 1, 2, 3, 4. I forget that I never remember I can't pull it out. I just drives me crazy. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4 of the pulverized coal, and then I believe it's iron. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so that's going to create us electrical steel from Ender IO. Yeah, okay, good. I was like, I really hope you make electrical steel. I hope you don't make something that's kind of out of left field. Now we're going to need to go ahead and make ourselves some... Oh, wait, we already made them. So we already have those all at the ready, which is awesome. Go ahead and pick up this last thing of electrical steel. Beautiful. And then nope, farming turtle. And we're going to need to make a diamond hoe, the Z-Logic controller. Actually, do we need tools in there in order to make that take? I think we do. I think we actually do have to put some tools into there. So, all right, let's go ahead and make some shears. We'll start off by putting that into the slice and splice. When I'm blind. All right, and then we have to get ourselves 1 more set of sticks. Something pretty simple. And then put that over there, put some of that, and then now we got ourselves a beautiful little iron axe. And then that will sit into there. And then from this point, can I leave these just like in here? Is this like Tinker's Construct? It is. Ooh, nice. Okay, I didn't actually, we learned something new today. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, leave that into there. And I'm going to need to put 2 silicon and a redstone on the bottom. So let's put the redstone on the bottom because we do have that already. And then I'm going to reach into my bag of goodies, get 2 silicon out, and then throw in the 2 silicon, I believe, at the bottom. And I need to go get 1 more head. So I need to go get a zombie head, and then just 1 zombie head will do. Thank you kindly. So here's the random thing that I'm curious if anyone happens to know. I wonder why we're getting chests. We're very clearly being given chests as a drop. I don't know why we're being given those, though. It's kind of a very spooky thing. I don't know how I feel about it. All right, pulsating crystal. We're going to need 2 diamonds for that. Let's go ahead and grab 2 diamonds. Cobblestone can go away. That is stacks upon stacks of diamonds. We don't quite need that many. All right, and then we can go over here and make ourselves some pulsating iron crystals, or not that. We can make some whatever the other thing. This pulsating crystal. I think it's called pulsating crystal. So there we go, pulsating crystals. Yes, indeedy. And then we have ourselves 2 of those, and I just picked up some wood. I think. Yep, we did. Let's go ahead and toss you aside for the moment. And then now with all this in place, I need 2 more diamonds to make the diamond hoe. Way to go, Choco. Way to go. You forgot. All right. 1, 2. And again, I still, for the life of me, can't. We're okay. Got a little bit rage-induced for a moment there, but we're all right. All right, so 1, 2. 2 diamonds. Easy peasy. Put this together. And I don't know why I needed to do that. Sticks. We have some sticks left over. Why can't I pick you up? Gold nuggets, sure. And then make myself diamond hope. Okay, and then after that, we can make the farming station. As soon as I get my Z-Logic controller out of here, I think we'll be in good shape. Alright, gold nuggets, you are cool and all that, but you ain't that cool. Alright, over we go, and we should have all the different parts we need. Now, of course, it's going to be a dumb butt about this, so Z-Logic controller, bottom, 2 pulsating crystals, machine frame in the middle, electrical steel on the top like so, and then diamond hoe, and voila, farming station. Awesome. Now, with this farming station, this guy does require us to, I think, be put right smack dab in the middle, so it's going to be right where that middle cobblestone is. So I'm just going to put that right there. We do need to give it a version of a hoe, so I do need to go and get that real quick. We could technically put Daredevil in there, but I just don't think that's a good idea. So, and I know we could put like something super reinforced in there. I don't know if that necessarily would make it truly an infinite durability thing, but we'll see. Maybe I will re-explore that path at a later point. I'm not sold on it right now, but as we kind of go along, I might become convinced that that is a good course of action. I was gonna make myself a cheap little iron hoe here because I think that this will do just fine as 250 durability. So this will get us a fair bit along our way. So let's go ahead and drop that off. And then let's go ahead and connect our pipeline right across the top there. We somehow lost one? Okay, I don't know when or how or why I lost one, but we did lose one. Alright, so now that is all rocking and rolling. I'm going to go ahead and put all the seeds into there. And because it is Ender IO, I guess we could put a capacitor. Whoa. You are reaching farther than I remember you supposed to be reaching. Okay, an interesting issue. Oh, is it doing the same thing as the harvester? Is it aiming forward? Wait, hold on. Farming station, Ender IO. Wait a second. Farming the plants and harvest crops requires power and the appropriate tools. Leading fortune the tools applies to the harvesting tools. Will take damage per harvest operation. Needs to be replacement broken or the machine will stop working. This machine is upgraded with capacitors, increase range, power use, and power storage. I think, yeah, based on the fact that literally nothing is going behind it, I'm assuming it's okay. So we're probably dealing with something very similar to the harvester, which is weird because I didn't think we were, but apparently we are. All right, so we need to, I'm just going to break this down. Because of the way that we have this all set up, I'm going to actually switch the positions of some things around here because this has a much larger range than I remember it having. All right, so I'm going to have to go ahead. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. This is kind of an odd discovery. Because now this actually means that farming stations may actually better. They may actually be better than what I thought they originally were. Alright, so the seeds are in there. Oh, we're playing it the wrong way now. I don't understand. What are you doing? How do I tell which way is the front? Oh, is it this? Oh, it's doing the quadrant thing. Yep, never mind. It's all coming back to me. It's all coming back to me, fam. Don't worry. For all those of you that are like face palming into oblivion, it's all right. I figured it out. I figured it out. All right, so I'm going to need to go ahead. We need to plant something there. We need to plant literally anything. That's not going to destroy everything. Sure, Minicio crop. Why not? Minicio crop's always good. Let's go ahead and rip those out. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put down these bad boys. That will conflict. And then we can then put ourselves some of those bad boys into there. All right, and you can already see it's starting to churn out some of that yellowite awesomeness. Okay, so there we go. Although, for some odd reason, we don't seem to have all of our seeds in play. I'm not entirely sure why that is. We definitely lost some yellowite. We lost one yellowite. How do we do that? What the heck happened here? Oh, wait, no. Never mind. Found them. Found them. We just need to also break these down. Inicio crop. Carrot. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Alright, and then we just have to put it in the right position here. I think it's that one, maybe. So maybe this one. I literally have to keep on, like, just guessing. There we go. Alright, so now this guy should automatically be harvesting all that stuff for us. It's already gotten 40 yellowite essence, and that requires me to do absolutely nothing, which is grand. That's a welcome change of pace. So we do have all this kind of rocking and a rolling. We do have, of course, the ability to then automate the collection process, but because we're going to be using yellowite so frequently and so often, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for us to do that. So the game plan now, we do have automated yellowite. This means that we can really sink our teeth into big reactors and stuff like that. And with this power station here, we should have ample amounts. Yeah, we have so much energy in the energy buffer. It's actually obscene. It's crazy. So we do have all this rocking and a rolling. Now, also, one other thing is that now that we've gone ahead and made this slice and splice anyways, it actually does open up a lot of possibility here, because I can actually, if I want to, what I could do is I could go ahead. I'm going to have to redesign the farm a little bit, because I didn't realize that this has such a large farming range. So this farming range is actually a 7x7, which means that it's going to be 3 in any direction, I think. So it should be reaching, that's why it reaches all the way out to here and stuff like that. So I need to reevaluate how I'm going to structure this, because right now, this, I think it should still be okay for us to do it as such, but we can obviously improve the design a little bit more. So I think I might play around with the farm design a little bit and see if I can get this to work a little bit better later on. But for right now, we'll just kind of rock with this. And then if we fill in, we'll fill in the corners first and then work our way through. But we could, by theory, be able to use like this Visio hoe and stuff just to gather a Minicio crop. And then we should be able to have automated Minicio as well, which would in turn mean that we can make a lot more seeds and stuff like that. So we'll see. But I'm pretty content. I'm actually quite impressed with how quick this is going. Like, look, we've already made well over a stack of yellowite essence. I keep on thinking it's yellorium, but it's not. All right, so yellorium essence, we actually have a fair bit here. And let me see, I'm actually kind of curious now. So if we get an octadic capacitor, which is in the grand scheme of things like almost nothing, if we get an octadic capacitor into there, it does cover a 15x15 area, which means 7 to either side, which would be pretty lit. Because that would mean I could put it here, and it would reach into the water. That would be perfect. You know what? I like that a lot, because then that does open up that center area. Yeah, you know what? That actually may not be a bad idea. So what that would end up doing is if we put it right here in the middle, and we just put an octadic capacitor, we would have to make 4 farming stations. They would sort of be weird to manage a little bit. It shouldn't be that big of a deal, but they're gonna like populate in kind of strange ways. So what we would need to do is if we did end up putting a farming station in the middle, then we would have to do all the connectivity and stuff, but it would rest right there. And then if we had it rest right there, what that would mean is that we can actually fill in the 9th slot with suffering succotash. They're monsters. But we can put the growth pulsars, and we can make a 9 thing, and then we would be all good. And then actually, because this does separate into 4 different seed types, and as long as I kind of predispose one section as a certain kind of seed, yeah, we could be looking at a really, really good system here. Because then I would definitely have to do it as, you know, for like every single thing of 4 per this. I would have to either dedicate 4 to Minicio crop, or I would have to do something else, because like Zavisio Ho really makes no sense to put into something that doesn't work, right? So we would definitely have to do that. And then that means that this center area, though, becomes a little bit of dead space, which I guess we can just stick with the original plan of these can be the regular crops, because realistically speaking, we don't need that much, especially now that they don't have Endaria magical crops, which is still bumming me out, man. This is really bumming me out that we don't have Endaria magical crops. Like, I really wish we still had that, because that was such a nice little thing for us to get. We can still get the Moo Fluid stuff, but yeah, we'll have to look for it. We'll see. Also, I think about, have I even seen, okay, so Signalum is still here. Do they take away my Signalum seeds? I don't even know if I ever had Signalum seeds, to be honest, but I kind of was hoping that they had Signalum seeds now. But they do have a Moo Fluid version of this, which is kind of nice. So, darn. That's okay. All right, well, anyways, guys, wow, look at that. It's shredding through that Iron Hoe durability. Shredding it. Absolutely murking it. Let's go ahead and put something together here. Let's go ahead and make I'd say a diamond hoe is worthwhile. A diamond hoe should be a well worthwhile investment, because we are going to be able to make some pretty cool stuff from this. So let's go ahead and get a diamond hoe in queue, ready to go. And then let's take a gander at the durability. And I did the same thing again. Some people learn from their mistakes. I just make them more often. Alright, and then let's go ahead and take that out, replace that, and replace that. Alright, grand. And now we have all this beautiful stuff in the woodworks. So awesome. Diamond Hoe rocking 1,561 durability, which is, I think we can live with losing 2 diamonds for having this go for a lot of Yellorium essence. I think I'm okay with that. So, all right, all good and dandy here, fam. Look at how much we're getting. It's crazy. We're bang. Oh wow, I even got a little bit extra. So we have 3 stacks of Yellorium essence, or Yellorite essence, which is great. That's actually awesome. So let me go ahead and convert all this, because each stack gives us 7 of these, which means I get at minimum 14 Yellorite ore, which are not ore, but ingots. So this can give me 42 minimum of Yellorite, which is great. This is actually really helpful. All right, and then bang. Yeah, that's actually lit as all get out. Growth pulsers for the win, fam jams. For the absolute and utter win. This is great. All right, so anywho, Skidoodles, I'm going to stop nerding out over this. I'm like fanboying over a freaking harvester thing, farming station. Rip, cry every time. But cool. We do have all this set up and ready to go. I wonder if I have any. Yep, I already have 1 cyanide ingot. All great. Am I at maximum temperature heat? Temperature heat. That made sense, Jogo. Good job. Looks like we're in pretty good shape here. Yep, okay. We're actually doing everything pretty well. This is a fairly well-going thing. So, all in all, good progress today. A solid thing. We didn't end up making the base plate yet, but now that we have this all in place, we can certainly get moving on actually creating a full base plate, because that's far more reasonable now, because we really were going to struggle a lot with having just... we were gonna be basically crying if I tried to do this by hand. So yeah, that would have been bad. But anyways, wonderful developments. We are very much on a good path here to becoming the super OP, because we are literally, actually, as is, I would say we're fairly OP as it is. Like, we have Zavisio armor, we got all kinds of stuff, man. We got all kinds of stuff. All right, so bang, put these into there, get some more graphite going. And that should all be fine and dandy. Sag mill. 54. Look at that. We got some extra. I think we got 6 extra in there. And then we can just throw this onto there, and that will all be good shape. I wonder how much this Visio furnace costs, because the Visio furnace does go by really fast as far as furnaces are concerned. Actually, I wonder if there's just other furnaces that are really hype. Does not really seem to be that way. Furnace upgrade. Oh, right, that's for the solar flux. Slab furnace. Slab furnaces are actually pretty cool. These are just really compact furnaces. They take up half a block, so you can stack them a little bit better. Oh, redstone furnace. I bet you that's actually going to be really lit. Smelts items. Thanks. Thanks, game. You the best. Oh, and the active ultimate furnace requires the Visio blocks. Scared. Scared fam. Scared as all get out. But oh, can I really hear that all the way from here? Wow, I have the ears of a bat. Like, I think we just heard that break. I don't know what else we'd have. It's the slice and splice, but like we don't have anything going in the slice and splice. Weird. I hope you guys heard that too. I heard it go dink and then it was gone. Interesting. All right, anyways, Scoodles, that's going to be it for this episode of Sky Factory. I hope you guys are looking forward to the creation of the big reactor, of course, because that means that we're going to get a lot more automation, a lot more machinery and stuff. I know that some people look at it, it's like super daunting, but I think it's really cool. I'm definitely having fun with it, so I hope you guys can find the joys of kind of having all this put together, because I like watching a plan come together. That is a lot of fun, so I hope you guys are having fun with that. Anyways, Scoodles, oh, and apparently can't stack slab furnaces. Okay, well. You know what? Let's go ahead and let's see. I thought you could. I thought that was the whole point of slab furnaces. Otherwise, I don't really get what the point of a slab furnace is. Here, I'll just do this, and then go all the way around. Sure. Can we stack you? No, you cannot. All right. Correct. Stream has pointed out yet another thing that I did not know. Well, in that case, I truly have no idea why in the world I'd ever want you, because you do not save space. Strange. Alright, anyways, Scoodles, that is all, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, consider leaving a like rating down below. Subscribe to the channel if you want to be alerted as to whenever we post another thing of Sky Factory, as well as some potential other stuff. I will say in the probably more towards the the core of summer, not straight away in summer. So like, I would say mid to late July, there will be other kinds of Minecraft content coming onto the channel. So if this is not really your jam, don't worry, we'll have other stuff coming in. And of course, you never know, we might end up doing some other stuff. I have heard some rumor about some things and stuff going on, so we'll see. We'll see what all ends up going down, but I hope you all have a wonderful day, and take care, everyone. Bye for now.